Well, hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to HETMA Presents. Today, we have a very special episode of HETMA Presents, The Road to 10K for November 2025. Please excuse the background noise as we are on site at Vanderbilt University.
Go Commodores.
HETMA Presents Road to 10K, November 2025, which is very cool. So this is month five of our year-long Road to 10K, which is taking us through themes of improvement as an org and as humans and as people. And I'm pumped about this one because we're coming off October, which was dealing with failure.
Something I'm an expert at.
Aren't we all? You know what I'm saying? But now we're moving into November, which is about practicing gratitude. So I will first practice gratitude with Joe and Brittany. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me and do this sort of thing. So first, Brittany Grant, welcome. Would you please introduce yourself? Who are you and what do you do?
Yes, my name is Brittany Grant, and I am audiovisual specialist for Ames Community College out in northern Colorado. And I'm also the approved program chair this go-round for HETMA.
And I think you've probably logged more miles for HETMA and other events than almost anybody else this year.
I don't know. I think there's a few people that travel further when they come and do things, but not as often.
But you are everywhere.
I do
which
try.
Is cool. That's awesome.
I do try.
Dr. Wei, thank you for joining us. Please introduce yourself. Who are you and what do you do?
Yeah, so my name is Joe Wei, Lord Dr. Joe Wei, and I am the Executive Director of Digital Spaces at the University of California at Los Angeles and co-founder of HETMA and then founding member of the Brittany Grant fan club.
Yeah.
Oh.
And original founder, creator of Hired AV Media.
Oh, yeah, I did that too at one point.
And how did UCLA do this weekend in football?
You know what? Go Commodores.
Exactly.
Go Commodores. That was only one game that I watched this weekend.
Yeah.
And the Commodores beat MIZCOU. That was so freaking annoying. Sorry, Missouri people. It was annoying.
Yeah.
But they
It was
beat
annoying
them.
sitting here right now with that.
I want to know why there's a cable hanging in front of my face, but you know what? We're dealing with this.
I mean, we could unplug it and you won't be able to hear anything.
You know what? If we unplug me, all of the audience will be happier.
Yeah, that's probably true. So let's do this. Let's take a quick visit to the origin of the Road to 10K, which is something that you have championed and brought to the org. So remind us, what is the Road to 10K and why are we doing it? Mr. Wei.
That's doctor to you.
Yeah, Dr. Josiah Wei.
So Road to 10K, obviously it started this fiscal year on July 1st. So it started this last year with us as a board kind of talking about what are we missing in our org? Like, we've been lightning in a bottle. The fact that when I tell people we've only been around for 6 years, they're like, wait, what?
Only been 6?
It's only been 6 years. And we're already the largest, most, whatever, higher ed org. So the reason we got here, and I'll be serious for a second. Come on. I know, I'm just having fun with everyone because look at this crowd.
It is
Look at this crowd.
This is what I was going to say is, like, we've only been around 6 years, but the fact that it's like, well, we put on an event at a university, it gets planned, people fly in from everywhere, it's represented. There's like, this is now just like commonplace.
Yeah.
This just happens.
And that's the thing, is the things that I want to say we take for granted or whatever because the org, and go into the 6 years, when BC and I founded this organization, BC here at Vandy, right?
Very cool.
We just wanted to be a voice for our people.
Yeah.
And now 23, 24 initiatives later that were all started by someone who was a member saying, well, what if we had XYZ? And we go, thank you very much for volunteering to be the chair of that.
Yeah.
We have resources, we have
Here's
partners. Let's make this happen.
Yeah.
And so now, like, I know I'm supposed to give an answer of I'm gracious to this, I'm gracious to that.
No.
But here's the thing. I'm gracious to this industry who has allowed higher ed to have a voice.
Yeah.
Because, as everybody knows, when I first started this organization, and I was there at PSNI, we love PSNI, and I said AV as a service must die, hashtag, which I don't really believe, I got legit death threats.
Yeah.
I got legit people saying, you're an end customer, stay in your lane and get out of this. And the fact that I stood up and said, no, we are a buying power of billions and billions of dollars a year globally, and we deserve the same voice. And what the industry did is they said, oh, maybe you are right. And they welcomed us. And now to have large schools, small schools, private schools, public schools, all of the, and the Prism Scholarship, all of these things, and go, you know what? You are part of this. You are. That's why we say we're not a membership organization. We are channel partners.
Yeah.
Right? And that is the differentiating factor. And to say, you know what? This industry, I would like to think, has become better because of what our membership has done. Our people who've gotten involved, not just the higher ed people, but the integrators, the manufacturer partners. Everyone's saying that. Hold on.
And I'm glad you mentioned and you brought up that thing, because that's a story and a concept that I know we've talked about a lot, but it remains true that the industry has allowed us to do this, and we've been able to make a place for everybody to be involved, right? So this is, I swear to God, this is ridiculous. Okay, so Grant.
Yeah, I'm going to try to not
watch all of that. So
I know what's going to happen behind me.
So when setting out a month calendar, right?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is in November, so that becomes a very that's on brand, that's whatever. But when I saw the rundown of what the themes were for the year, I was pumped about it, because I think practicing gratitude, retelling the stories of success, thinking about where we are or where an individual or an org is versus where it could be, is a really powerful thing to keep going and to keep working. So I'm just going to throw it in general. When you see something about practicing gratitude, what does that mean to you?
I think for me, right now in my life, it is kind of the small things. It's the little things that build up into the larger things.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of rolls into the next. And it's, just to start small and grow big.
Grow big. Okay. Joe, what does practicing gratitude mean to you?
I think I got this. Well, can you repeat that question? Oh, I know. What does practice? I'm just messing. Because I have a very weird holding my one finger up to hold the... I'm going to get this down by the end of this recording. Don't everyone. Don't worry, because I know you all are worried. No, I'll be serious for 1 second, because that's about as long as I can be serious.
No, but here's the thing. You can be serious.
Yeah.
Because we've had some pretty serious conversations in our past.
And you know what? I want to start by going back to October and failure.
Yeah.
And there was a reason why when we put the calendar together that gratitude followed failure.
Yeah.
This was not an accident. And I joked earlier in the show that I know failure better than everybody else, but it's true, right? I know when people see the success of HETMA and they see, the success of my career, and I'm thankful and I'm gracious for that, right? And I love mentoring. But the fact is, it didn't happen without 3 to 4 times as many failures as successes. And I learned from that. And I've done a lot of stupid shit, okay? Everyone who knows me knows that, okay? And I continue to do stupid shit.
I was I can think back to a couple hours ago.
Well, yeah. You getting on a bowl?
Yeah.
Minute 52. But don't you look at me like that.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, is there's nothing that lets you understand the things you're gracious for in life than being at the bottom, right? Yeah. Because it's the people who come out. Let me go back to my house fire. And when I saw James King's Slack and Mike Peterson setting up, a GoFundMe, the day after it happened, when I saw the industry reach out, the same people who were basically saying, Joe, stay in your lane, humanity hit. And we might be competitors, we might be whatever, But the fact is, we're all humans, and we're all just trying to feed our families, and we're all just trying to move ourselves forward. And at the bottom is where you go, who are the people? Who are the things? What are those messages you've learned in life? What are the foundations that you stand upon? They're going to put you up.
Yeah.
And for me, it's been the AV industry. It's been those. It's been both of you. It's been everyone here in this room where they go, you know what, Joe, love you, hate you. The fact is, we're all better because we're all together.
Yeah.
And that's why we have graciousness and gratitude come after failure. Because the fact is, it doesn't matter whether you're at the top, you're at the bottom, you're on your way up, you're on your way down. There's something that put you in that position. There's something that's going to move you forward. There's something that says, hey, you know what? I'm better because of fill in the blank.
Yeah.
And that's where you have to step back for a moment and fill in that blank. And beyond that, let that blank know it. Let them know it. Because a lot of times we go through life and we don't realize the impact we've also made on other people
No.
until they say it. And say it and know it, because we're all going to be better for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
love,
right. I can be serious for a couple minutes.
Well, yeah,
if
and
try.
I will interject
Please.
here because I try to say it as often as I can. I would not be one sitting here. I would not be in my position anymore. I would not be as involved with anything if it wasn't for HETMA. Like, it is the reason that I've stayed in the higher ed industry at this point. So, thank you for starting it.
Thank you for being
keeping me involved.
No problem.
So it is definitely, I do try to say that as often as I can because I am very grateful for this organization.
I think it's interesting because I in thinking about some of this, there's in today's society, there's a lot of like comparativeness, and the meme of it is social media, right? So you're like, my life is X, and the people I see on Instagram, their life is this.
Yep.
And that comparison of like, oh, I'm supposed to be that, but I'm only this, and it makes us feel like crap. But how often do we, to the point you were making before, look at the other side of that coin, right? Which is the comparison to something that's not real versus what could have been without certain things in our life that can lead us to that place of gratitude. Was just because it's fresh, right? This thing with my hand and having to like have surgery and get it all put back together, right? And everybody's like, oh, like, I'm so sorry that's happened, da-da-da-da.
Can I sign your cast?
It's actually ironically not a cast, but you can sign like my arm anytime that you want to.
Would you like my autograph?
No. I probably have it somewhere.
We'll make a sticker of it.
But there's people that like try to lead you into, oh, that's so bad, no. And like, yeah, it sucks. Like, I work at a place where I have killer health insurance. I was even talking with my wife, right? Like, I have one daughter. She's already in college. I'm not trying to take care of a baby at home. I'm not trying to do, like, I am in a really easy place to deal with something like this.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to slip into, oh, this thing that happened to me versus, like, actually, I'm in a really good spot compared to other people or to where I could have been if something like this happened otherwise in life. So is there a comparative thing? Like you said, you wouldn't be X if HETMA wasn't here. How would you talk to people about trying to keep in mind that sort of place that gratitude can come in by comparing what is to what could have been in a way that is positive rather than negative?
Well, it's definitely given me the opportunity to see a maybe not oiled machine, but at least a functioning machine, and that it is possible to come from places of failure. And that is something that I very much struggle with myself, of like, I hold myself to the nth standard, and I don't hold anybody else to that. It's just me, which isn't fair to myself. And I understand that. But it is still that, like, working towards all of those little things and knowing that it can always turn one way or the other. And just think I trailed off somewhere.
That's okay. Well, because these topics are kind of like difficult to wrestle with every once in a while. Like, we're in the middle of a thing, there's a trade show going on, and it's like, let's really look inside and think about that. These are the things that are driving people's behavior all the time.
Yeah, so I think you just hit on it. How do you put in words on a podcast, sitting in the middle of a hall at, in Wayborn building at Vanderbilt University, when you're joking around and having, and then because it's something of the heart, and how do you do that when you sit down, other than making jokes that people aren't laughing at, right? And it's hard to put it, because when the feeling is there of true gratitude, you can't put it in words.
That's kind of interesting, actually.
Right? Fake gratitude is easy.
Yeah.
Great to see you. Oh, my God, it's wonderful. How you doing? Wonderful raise that you got. It's great to see your career progression. No, you changed my life.
Yeah.
How do you put that in words? And everyone has.
You become better.
And we hear this all the time. And I'll bring up like the PRISM scholarship, and I think Ann Kelly, right, who now runs our entire AV engineering group at UCLA,
right?
One of the first PRISM cohorts, right? Who I'm sure she will gladly say, yes, HETMA got me to that. Great, okay, that's the tagline. But your life also changed.
Yeah.
And my life gets changed when I hear people say that got there, and you can't just put that in words.
And it's a fair point. Like, it is so awkward for people to truly try and express genuine gratitude to each other. Like, it becomes cringeworthy. It's way easier to truly apologize to someone than it is to truly thank them.
Well, and I think it comes with a lot of very raw emotion.
Yeah.
And in this space, with a camera in front of you, like, sometimes it is hard to say
The Hudley IQ.
Sometimes it is hard to say those things, and like just students and faculty and staff of Vanderbilt walking by and like looking at you like, what are you doing? And you're like, but yeah, so I think in this setting, it is definitely harder to just fully put that.
Good to see you, brother.
In the middle of things.
Yeah.
Not to say case in point, but case in point. Like,
Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm very much in my emotional like feels of my current thing of like, I don't cry in public, and in the last calendar year, I have cried in public more times than I am willing to admit. And so I'm surprised we haven't gotten to that point yet, but also in this reality, I probably won't let myself.
But it takes it, so to that point, it takes vulnerability to show true gratitude. And I think that's like a challenge for people. I mean, I would talk to you guys about this all day if you want to, but there's things. So this is my question. And I know it's like, you're right, it's a weird and awkward place to do it, but practicing gratitude is on the calendar. It's on there for a reason, right? It is an important step, both for as an org and as a person, as people, to grow in it. So I'll put you on the spot, each of you, which is, what is something that you are truly grateful for that is not HETMA, the org, the this? Is there, and you don't have to do it, but is there something to, as we go into this month of trying to practice gratitude, how do we lead people in the organization to be able to do it in an actual, genuine, vulnerable way?
Oh, all right. I will say that one thing I'm grateful for beyond everything is others' forgiveness. I know, like, I understand that I'm a larger than life figure who comes in and does this and whatever. But the fact is, our industry, and I'm going to say specifically, I know you said no HETMA, no whatever, but you know what? Shut up. The thing is, it took a lot to step out from the little guy at Cal Baptist University to set up something like this, to start the Hired AV podcast, right?
There you go.
And I understand, I didn't need to do it. I didn't have anything to lose, so it made it, sure, whatever. Makes it easier to step out when you have nothing to lose, right? But the fact is, I've screwed up a lot along the way. And people's forgiveness and graciousness and saying, you know what, Joe, you're not perfect. We know that, but neither am I.
Yeah.
And let's come together and move forward. That means more than anything. And that's what I'm going to say to anyone who is still listening, because I'm sure that after you heard I was on this, you turned it off. But you probably stayed on for Brittany. Find that person and be the first to reach out and say, you know what, I screwed up.
Yeah.
I want a better relationship. I want to be able to move forward. I don't know if it is it a work colleague down the hallway that you turn away from and don't speak to when you pass on the way to the restroom? Is it an old boss? Is it someone in our vertical? Is it your spouse?
Mm-hmm.
Is it, someone in your family? Is it that? Find those times, find those people, because life's too freaking short.
Yeah.
And be gracious for them in your life. And that's my only wish. And I hope that as we come out, I've started writing the articles. Like, it was really easy for me to write about October and failure.
Yeah.
I felt really comfortable.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't like talking about it, but I'm like, oh, finally. So I know I joked about it when I argued. Finally, something I'm an expert of.
Yeah.
It's really hard to write about graciousness.
Yep.
Which sounds weird.
Without it sounding like a cliche.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it takes another level of vulnerability.
Yep.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
And that's all I really, really wish. If every single person this month who is a member of HETMA or member of our community, find one person and say, you know what, I effed up.
Yeah.
And I want this better. And, I can say that even as an org. If you want to say, let's go back to graciousness. Sorry. Welcome to my hand in your face. By the way, watch the YouTube. Would you like me to balance my hat again? I gave up on the hat.
Thank you.
Let's be honest, though. HETMA wouldn't exist if it weren't for ETC.
Right. 100%.
When I remember going to my first ETC show, which was formerly CCUMC, etcollaborative.org. I encourage everyone to go and join. I remember showing up to my first event there and texting Randy Murphy at Cal Baptist, who worked for me, and saying to him and going, oh my God, there's people struggling like we're struggling.
Yeah.
There's people here in this session and this. And I took all these things back and being welcoming into that community. And it was like, that is a step. And if I have one wish for HETMA, let's bring more of our people back together. We're not 5 different global orgs. We're one vertical that needs to come together and strengthen one another. Right?
Yeah.
And that is one of the things that I think as a vertical has lost. Right? And I'm gracious for everybody in this industry who has just said, you know what? We want to move forward. We want to be able to move our vertical forward because our people, and by people I mean those that we serve, our faculty and staff and students, need us to.
Yeah.
Right? This isn't about happy hours and getting on writing bowls for 1 minute and 52 seconds. All right? I know he was being nice, but the fact is I tipped him well to make sure that I beat the record.
I was going to say that was...
What?
It started
you can see
awful
if you can watch the video,
slow.
go find the video of Joe writing it.
The beginning is like...
You know what? It turns out that tipping well makes
sure
a
that
difference. You beat every...
That person was very grateful for that gratuity. That's why it's called gratuity.
Yes. But I am being serious.
I know.
We tweet about the happy hours. Infocom. What are we famous for? The 3-hour happy hour.
Right.
It's not about the free liquor. It's about bringing a community together in one place and planting a flag and saying we're here for you.
Yeah.
It just turns out that alcohol brings people together.
Yeah.
But let's be gracious for each other, and let's also, and if I can do another call, I did not plan this, but there's also somebody in your institution or your company who's sitting there at a cubicle that you walk past every day who probably could use this community.
Yeah.
Not even if it's HETMA or any other org or whatever, or maybe it's your infrastructure team and they need to get connected to some other org that's like HETMA that works in infrastructure. Find that community for them. If everyone just does the one, find one, right? And I guarantee you, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, they're going to turn back to you and go, thank you. I'm gracious. My life changed because you tapped me on the back instead of just walking by my cubicle, right? Can we do that for one another? That's the call I hope that comes out of this month.
Humans live in community. We're not solo animals. You know what I'm saying? We are tribal and communal, and people need that connection.
There should be an article called Community Connections or something like that.
It should be. But it's like...
You should write it.
No, it's mine.
Thanks for volunteering. Oh, dang it.
Okay, Grant.
Well, I'm glad you talked so long, because if you had been any shorter, I probably would have ended up crying. I might still, but it was definitely closer to the height when he asked the question originally. But for me currently, I am, we're probably going to cry. All right, I can do this. I'm currently very grateful for medical professionals that actually see us, like as humans, things and look beyond, oh, you have this, we'll just take this. But it's like, no, let's look deeper. Let's find why. And I am now in the middle of like a 5-month journey of finding out why I am kind of currently the way that I am. For one reason or another. But yeah, so it's that's where I'm at, and hopefully by the end of the year it comes to full fruition. And you're fine. Hat's already down.
Okay.
But it's ironically like it's not that dissimilar, which the thing is, medical professionals who see me as a person, right?
Yeah.
Just
because I did have
about
one that didn't.
Correct.
And just put me on an iron pill. And so then it was never checked back in, never nothing. Went back in because I just thought it was a rough summer. I pushed it too far, and she was like, "Nah, you are tanked, girl." So,
but even to Joe's point, the same thing is see the people around you as people.
Yeah.
See the people around you as people. The amazing part is how grateful we are when that happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love that answer. Thank you.
And now I know to ask the questions and to, in a sense, be is there something I'm not asking in this?
Yeah.
What am I not asking you as the professional that I should be asking, knowing this is happening?
I
don't.
You looked at me like I was going to say something wise, and there's no way I'm saying anything wise.
Like
yeah, you
I did kind of. Well, here's what I want. Well, because I'm trying to process what you were saying, and we're not about AV, people. Yes, it's in our name, right? Technology managers, higher ed AV. God, we're not about AV. That's it. If that's where you stop, you haven't really got connected and found it, right?
Right.
We're about changing lives, and there are lives to be changed, and your life needs change. My life has changed because of the people. And I want to say, Ryan, I mean, look at this. I started the Higher Ed AV podcast 7 years ago, right? And I really, and then 4 or 5 years ago, it turned into the media company, which was a Joe Way ego stroke, right? And
I mean, wasn't a good one, but
it was. But what? No, but you get what I mean.
Here
it was
we
like,
are today.
We have more, and let's turn this. And it was all about still getting voices out because there were great voices. If you think about when the media was it was the magazine first.
Magazine,
It failed miserably, but that's okay. Failure. But it was okay. Let's find the voices of people. But we're great. We need those voices out. We need Mike's voice. We need James' voice. Mm-hmm. We need Justin's voice. We needed Josh's voice. We needed all these voices. We needed Joe's voice out, right? But to sit here and go, I didn't set this booth up.
Right.
You did.
Yeah.
Someone like you said, you know what? I believe in this.
Just when he was about to say something
I
serious.
was actually
and
about
BC
to give
walked
him
up.
a compliment. I was about to say how much I love him, and now I have to propose to BC instead. My love.
Hi, sweetie. How are we?
Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is BC Hatchett. I am here.
And we're grateful.
Welcome to Vanderbilt University.
Thank you for hosting us.
Currently number 9th ranked Commodores in the nation.
You moved up one slot after that?
Yeah, one slot. Well, we've got the massive coaching carousel right now. That's making everything weird.
Yeah.
Also, remember, vote Diego Pavia for your Heisman this year.
Diego Pavia was pretty good. I was at the game, by the way. BC was not. So out of the one time that college game day comes to your campus and you're ranked in the top 10, you didn't love me enough to attend the game with me.
Despair that I wasn't able to make it.
Well, it's all right. It's all right. So let me get back to the serious point about Ryan taking over higher ed AV.
Hi, BC.
Because, I mean, the fact is there are times where things are good, but they're not legacies until they can live without you. This is what I've been trying to do with HETMA, right? And it's why BC stepped down first to give Aaron a platform. Why I stepped down to then move Aaron and then Ryan, who bailed on vice chair. But that's okay. We got a better one in Troy. But then to say, you know what? I love higher ed AV. We got to keep it going.
Yeah.
That's where legacies are made. That shows, again, our community saying, God, I believe in what we're doing. And that's why I'm honestly grateful to you to say, you know what, here's the platform. And to be honest, I mean, everyone knows it's actually running well. It's amazing that when you actually have someone who knows what they're doing running something, it turns out that it works well.
But the twofold, which is there's all kinds of things in the org that are running well because people step up and they like it. And when it's not about ego, we let and empower other people. That's where legacy is built, right? Like, when I say real successful people are constantly working themselves out of a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, my goal for my goal for hired AV is to work myself out of it because so many other people have come up and it's, you know what I'm saying, self-sustaining. That's where that comes from. So I appreciate you saying that, but like, gratitude can come from a lot of places, and I think, like, I am a different person because of the people I know now, and I wouldn't have known otherwise. So, thanks.
All you vendors back in coach.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You know what? There's nothing better than Million Mile Club when you get a free upgrade upon check-in.
Yeah.
And the best part is,
Like an upgrade,
they
sir.
ask you, would you like a free upgrade to first class? Why ask me?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
What if you're traveling with someone and you don't want to, like...
I was traveling with BC here, and you know what I did to BC? Left him.
Would you have
Goodbye.
done it if it was just you and your wife and they only gave you the one?
I would give her the seat. I'm messing around. This is what organic recordings are about. Because it goes back to the gratitude.
Yeah.
You can't have that conversation if you're not sitting with people who you don't love, right? I love the both of you and everything you do. That's how we can have this conversation.
I agree. That's what I like the energy and being around and being able to sit face to face with people and talk about what is on our minds and hearts. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty good. We go to plenty of tech to talk about, but you know what I'm saying? There's got to be some space for these kinds of conversations.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right. Well, Brittany Grant, if people wanted to find you, get in contact, learn more about what you're up to, how would they do that?
I am on LinkedIn. Brittany, Brittney Grant. I do have an Instagram. It is mostly cats and beer, but that's about it.
Cats in beer?
And beer.
Oh.
I want cats in beer as
No,
well.
you don't. That's animal cruelty.
All right, Joe.
It's Joe.
Joeway.org, joeway.com,
It is josiahway.com.
josiahway.com.
And at Josiah Way on all of the socials.
if you've hung in there for this whole episode, listeners and viewers, I commend you. There should be a micro-credential, I think, that you get for having done that. Welcome to November. Welcome to the road to 10K, practicing gratitude. Please continue in the community having this conversation this month. It's going to be awesome. And I would say, everybody, bookmark hiredav.com and visit it every day for new content coming up.
I break something here.
Yeah.
But you have to listen to this part. Give me a hashtag.
Cowboy hat headphones.
Hashtag cowboy hat headphones. Whichever HETMA community member posts the most on topic for the month of November will get a $100 Amazon gift card.
Love it.
So get engaged, but you must have the hashtag cowboy hat headphones.
So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in, and visit hiredav.com every day for new and amazing content from people like Joe and Brittany and others.
And you.
And me sometimes. Thank you for tuning in to HETMA Presents. This show is a production of Higher Ed AV Media. Please visit higheredav.com to learn more about this show and a host of others. The views expressed here are not necessarily those of our respective institutions, employers, or sponsors. We'll be back soon with another installment of HETMA Presents.